Hello and welcome to BG Review. This is a series where I give feedback on your games and review them, so hopefully you can improve. Now, if you want to get featured and want me to look at your game and give feedback, all the info is down below in the description, so just take a quick look and maybe next time I can help you improve. So if you want to check it out, it's down below. Today we're looking at Swiss Guy's game, so let's see how this goes and let's see how we can help him. So there's no mechs in the lobby. Obviously Kaltas is always the pick here. Kaltas is a little bit worse if mechs are out because you like hitting Divine Shield units with your hero power. And mechs are really good with the buff as well because you can magnetize onto them later and buff magnetic units and stuff like that. But beasts are in, so an early red pack can be good. I'm just gonna skip through this phase. So he starts off turn 1 buying Scallywag. Obviously I think the best pick here. Up against AFK you could have even considered the other pirate, because AFK you always win this fight, so you could buy the Dex Hobby and just hold it in the hand for a turn, and then next turn you can fit in a roll, play it next turn and you can fit in a roll on Tavern Tier 3. So you always level here. I don't think there's ever a reason to stay, but he freezes I guess for the token. I personally am not a fan of freezing for a token with Kaltas because buffing, like next turn you're gonna buff a unit. You could buff Rockpool, it's a 4/5, and it gives +1/+1 to the Murloc. I guess it's decent, but I would really like to hit a better unit than a 1-star unit with my buff, because eventually it's gonna come out, or you have to force Murlocs. So, like, imagine if we hit Red Pack here, just because Red Pack is such a high roll. Mechs are out, but even without mechs, there's so many better units to your power, so I don't think I would freeze for this. But I guess it's a reasonable play, it's not the worst play. It can definitely work out. So he buffed the cannon instead, so kind of worked out for him. He got a good 2-star, so it's okay. And with Scallywag, like, I like this play. So that's 40 HP. I mean, this should be easy, right? Spawn and a taunt to protect your board. You chose Cup instead, okay. Cup buffs 3, Cup is a 5/5. I guess Cup is good. The only issue is, like, you can see Cup as a 5/5, but the thing is it buffs a Murloc. And its Murloc is only a 3/2. It's not that good. The Murloc is gonna come out, so the buff on the Murloc actually doesn't matter much. Same with Scallywag. If you buff good targets, like on the taunt, it actually matters because it's gonna value trade twice. So that's why I think I prefer Spawn a bit more, because it's more flexible and it's even more stats if you go wider with your board. It's also better triple to hit. You can keep it around for a while. The Mug also comes out. But you are still strong, of course, because you're playing Kaltas. It's a strong play. And you got a triple in your shop. Holy shit. You probably buy the taunt here. What is stronger? I think taunt or cannon. Let's see what he goes with. You could make arguments for both. He chooses the taunt, the cannon. Because whatever you buy here gets the buff. I think I would rather buff a taunt than a cannon though, because cannon itself cannot attack, so buffing the taunts probably is a better idea than buffing a cannon. Because if you hit, like, cannons are gonna come out eventually. The taunt could stay in if you go jugglers or menagerie or something like that. But I would definitely go for a 5 here. Not for a 4-star unit, because you're so strong, you're so ahead. Let's see what he does. He's still winning all his fights, obviously. So he checks his opponent, that's very good. Nos didn't seem that strong, 5 Murlocs. So I would just buy the pair here. Buy the Nos. Sell, I don't know. Or you could just level, actually. Yeah, maybe just leveling is better. Level freeze. And even if you lose a fight, you're okay with losing health. So let's see what he does. Okay, he does level freeze. Okay, good. He loses this fight really hard, wow. Damn. Got wrecked by a super early Hydra. Let's see what happens. Oh, he's facing a Dora. Okay. So let's look at his board. He finds Brann, Mal'Ganis, and something else, right? Brann, he has a menagerie setup, but he has very bad menagerie targets. So Brann is super slow. He has... Oh, pausing. Okay. He has Mal'Ganis, which is, I think, the better tempo play here, because you also have a demon in your shop. Siegebreaker doesn't do much. So Brann is a very greedy pick, and you're up against Adora. I think I would take Mal'Ganis, because otherwise you're gonna die. He chooses Brann. So now it becomes risky, right? He has to set up for menagerie, because he has nothing else going with the Brann. Okay. So what's he gonna take here? He just rolled? He didn't use his hero power this turn, and he floats 1 gold. So this turn was very slow. He only bought the taunt, he got a brann, that's it. He didn't use his hero power, so he wasted a buff, and he floats 1 gold to buy a dragon. So I assume he loses this fight pretty hard. Oh, he won. Wow, okay. That's really good. Like, right now he's in a really good spot because he has the brann on the board, and he has a good dragon. But that's it. He has a demon and a shitty murloc and a shitty pirate. And he gets another triple. This game is looking real juicy. Yeah, you take it here. Let's see what he gets. Lightfang or Battlemaster? I think Lightfang to speed up your buffs. Lightfang seems insane here. You don't want Bagurgle because you got 1 murloc. Battlemaster is a good demon, but you already have a golden demon on your board. I think Lightfang... it depends. Battlemaster is a lot of stats, but he does go for Lightfang. I like it. Lightfang is a bit of a greedier play, but I think you can afford to. So yeah, the only issue is, again, he took brann, so he has to force this shitty menagerie because he has a pretty bad murloc in, pretty bad, like a pirate, a scallywag. His demon is okay and his dragon is good, so it's still a bit iffy because his direction isn't insane. So I would have taken Mal'Ganis there and just level to 5 or stay on 4 and get really strong. But this could work out as well. He did find Lightfang brann, so this is looking very promising already. He's against number 1 and he beats this guy. So we know he's really strong. He's up against Nosdormu again. Nosdormu beat him really hard last time. He decides to stay on tier 4. I like it. He still has to optimize his board. Oh, he does level? Okay. Wait, no, don't get rid of your murloc. No! You have a lookout in your shop. Okay. If you go menagerie, I think you always, if you have a murloc on board, you keep it. It's so good, especially with his lookouts. I don't know what he's saying. He's talking in this clip, but I muted it, so it's easier to just talk over it. But yeah, I would definitely not have done that because lookout can be so good here. It can give you more buffs, can give you Amagadon. It could even help you transition into full murlocs if you get lucky and roll more stuff next round. Yeah, I don't know. He shouldn't have sold that, I think. Now he also has 2 dragons on the board, and now the menagerie is looking pretty bad, right? He has a Lightfang, brann, Golden Cannon doesn't help him that much anymore. Probably comes out soon. So, he rolls. Yeah, I would freeze that, maybe. To get scavenger value in the future. Still winning his fights, so I mean, it's looking good. These are almost top 4, top 5 already. Up against AFK, I have no clue how strong AFK is. No, you don't try to no, I would never go for triples now. Because you got the brann, the Lightfang, you want to use your gold for buffs now. Like right now, you just want all your gold to be spent on getting much stronger. This is 3 gold potentially wasted. If you find a triple, it's 3 more gold. It's 6 gold in total that you're gonna use just to get a triple instead of buying 2 buffs, right? And on top of that, like if you never hit the triple, it's just actual wasted gold. And if your triple is bad, there's only a couple triples you're looking for here. Amagadon, Megastar isn't even good because you got rid of your murloc. 4 Reaper, Max are out, so 4 Reaper isn't even good either. I can't really think of many 6s that you would want here. So, yeah, this menagerie is a bit iffy. Like, if you take this triple, I guess he would also go for the Herald then. He doesn't have a beast then, so beast buffs don't matter. Like, by his logic, he should also take this Herald. He does. So that's 6 gold this turn that he spent on trying to hit triples that are maybe not gonna happen or are unnecessary instead of getting stronger. He could have used that 6 gold rolling and maybe hit Scavenger and get super strong here. So I assume he's gonna lose this fight because he only played a taunt this round. What did he remove from his board again? I didn't. He sold something, right? To put the Argus in. What did he sell? Oh, the Dragon Taunt, of course. Yeah, that thing had to go. So we're getting close to the end. So yeah, this is what, like, he had a really promising opener. He was strong the entire time. He even went for Brann, which is greedy play, instead of the Mal'Ganis, and he got rewarded because he kept winning his fights, and then he even got lightfang. But I think he's wasting too much gold, and instead of optimizing his board, he's using it to try and hit triples, which he doesn't really need. And he needs to put better units in. Like he has really good menagerie, but the issue is the menageries aren't, the units that he's buffing aren't that good. Yeah. So we lost that fight. Now he's up against Brann. Yeah, all you should do is look for buffs. This pickup, I don't like it that much because you already have a demon. Just buying buffs is really good. You don't even have a beast in yet. I think the Murloc cell was also questionable, but let's see. He could still stabilize easily. If he hits a Jug or Scavengers, he can spike really hard. I mean, you always take this because it's free money. This guy had Caligos, if I remember correctly. You don't see his overlay, or I don't know if he has it, but usually take Murozond if it doesn't steal a hero power. Caligos? Yeah, Caligos definitely comes in here. Instead of Cannon, maybe? Lightfang could come out. We can do a Dragon transition, maybe? It is possible. I don't know if it's more stats, actually. That's a demon buff. I think Cannon has to come out. Like, Cannon is not gonna do much because you value trade with your units. Cannon is good early because your units die and you get so much value, but in a menagerie build, your units are too big. He's too attached to this cannon. He has a lightfang that's missing buffs because there's an 8/8 cannon. Okay, he got rid of it, that's nice. Okay. Good. Like, I think I would have liked to see Kala come in earlier. The Murloc buffs. Instead of the Swabby. Maybe. I'm not sure. But Kalak is definitely a second way of direction. Like a second direction right now, because your menagerie isn't looking that promising. And this is where he dies, I assume, yeah. So I think most of the feedback I can give is that he was really strong early, he was playing really well. I think his early game was not much to say. He froze for the token, I guess I wouldn't have done that, but that might be playstyle difference. So he got 4th place, this is MMR by the way, I should mention that at the start of the video. So yeah, that's it. The Murloc should have stayed in. If you go Menagerie, and especially if you have a Brann on the board and there's a Lookout in your shop, should have kept the Murloc. Murloc has so much potential. Then going for triples, like if you had Megasaur, it's so good. If you had a Toxfin on it even. I think he got too attached to the cannon. That should have come out at some point, because you're strong. You can let go of the cannon. He was strong for a while. Even when he played super greedy, he won his fights. So use that greed properly and use your gold to get stronger instead of looking for triple. Like he wasted gold on the 1-drop, the pirate, right? And on the herald, which he never tripled. So that's 6 gold wasted on a potential scavenger, jug, or a better unit to put in for the menagerie. So I think that's everything I have to say about this game. He played well though, that was well played. He's still top 4th. It was a beautiful game. It's just he could have gotten way more out of it. Yeah, well played, Swiss. Good game. I hope you learned something. Yeah, again, if you want to be next, be sure to check below and let me know. See you next time, guys. Bye.